How can you relax that neck tension? Your shoulders are up in your ears. What can you do about that? Well, first we need to identify what is causing it. There are 3 things that are most likely causing that neck tension. One of them might be stress or anxiety. There's just this reflexive muscular response that is never going away, and your ears are always in your shoulder. Maybe you're clenching your jaw. If that's the case, we need to address what's going on, or at least find some management strategies that can help calm down our nervous system. Second thing that might be going on, well, it's postural related. Head comes forward, maybe the shoulders come forward, but you end up in this kind of a thing. That's a little exaggerated, but you end up in through here. It stresses the tendons in the back of the neck, ligaments in the back of the neck, and or it's causing trigger points in those muscles. Third thing that might be going on, there is an actual injury or some kind of a condition. So for example, there could be a disc bulge, there could be some arthritis, and then there is this nervous system reflexive response that is trying to protect whatever that injury is. So those muscles get really tight, trying to keep you from moving your neck. And in those cases, well, we need to figure out what is that injury and what's the best way to get it to heal faster. So in this video, we're going to discuss options for each of these 3 things that might be causing neck tension. Okay, so one of the first causes of neck tension we talked about in the intro was stress and anxiety. There's that nervous system reflexive response that we just stay here because we're in an anxious state. So the first thing we could try to do is identify what it is and remove whatever is causing us to be stressed or anxious. So that might be, I hate my job. I hate my spouse. Get a new job. Get a new spouse. Not so fast. That might be a little bit more challenging to do that. But what you can do is try to recognize what is it that you dislike about your job or whatever it is going on in your life, and try to find a solution to that. Now, this might require reading some self-help books or finding a counselor. I'm not going to try to do that for you, but maybe just give you a little bit of motivation to say, okay, I do have neck tension. I don't think I have an injury. I think it really is related to this anxiety. Matter of fact, now that you say that, I know what my anxiety is. Maybe you put pen to paper. Find out what are your dislikes, what are your anxieties. Try to brainstorm some solutions. Maybe you get a friend or a family member that have your best interest in hand to help you find a solution. And then third, come up with a plan and take action on that plan. Now again, you might want to find other resources to help out with that because that is a very complicated topic to talk about. Some other things that help with anxiety and stress, things like journaling and things like breathing techniques. Matter of fact, if you click the link above here, we have a relaxation techniques, breathing relaxation techniques that you could check out. And a final consideration with managing that tension from stress and anxiety, try some manual therapies, massage, myofascial release, chiropractic treatments, and things like that. These are things that might not fix this stress and anxiety that you're dealing with, but it could be a great way to manage some of that stress and anxiety. It might give you a week, 2 weeks worth of, my neck feels better. Now you've got a more clear headspace so that you can tackle some of these problems that you're trying to solve. Okay, next was posture, number 2. So if somebody has bad posture in here, they almost are always stressing those ligaments along the spine, and they almost always end up with trigger points and muscles in through here. What is a trigger point? Those are the knots. When you kind of feel in here, you're like, oh, I've got this really tender knot in through there. Similar as what we talked about before, that can absolutely be managed with manual therapies. In doing manual therapies, such as myofascial release or chiropractic adjustments or something like that, can be a great way to help break up that tension, but the long-term solution is always going to be working with postural exercises. We have plenty of these in some other videos, so click the link above and we've got videos on correcting neck posture, neck alignment. And the third, final thing that might be going on is that you actually have a legitimate injury in your neck. For example, if you do have a disc bulge, and sometimes you get disc injuries, disc inflammation, and you don't necessarily always have the numbing and tingling going down the arm. However, if you do, I would seek some kind of medical treatment. See a physician, see a spine health specialist, because you're going to want to get that diagnosed and find out what you can do about it. So if it is a recent onset of neck tension, I don't deal with this all of the time. This has just been in the last week, maybe the last month, that I'm having all of this neck pain and all of this neck tension. Well, let's say, for example, it is a disc bulge. Well, you might want to try some therapies such as some traction. You might want to take some anti-inflammatory medications. You might, again, want to try some manual therapies to deal with that, and especially some rehabilitation types of exercises. If it's been more slowly progressing, maybe you have some form of osteoarthritis in your neck. That is absolutely a management case. So you might want to consider a periodic check-in with a massage therapist or a chiropractor, and especially doing things like yoga poses, yoga stretches, yoga exercises, just keeping good conditioning in your body in general. All of these things are going to help, again, more as a management strategy, because in a case like that, arthritis where it's chronic, there's not necessarily here's the fix and it goes away. There's the here's what I have, and here are some options that will help manage this so that I don't have the chronic degree of pain that you're experiencing right now. So I really hope that this video helped give you some awareness of that neck tension could be caused by different things, what those different things might be that cause that neck tension, and just some ideas of strategies that might help with that neck tension. If you have any questions, I always like to answer your questions. Leave a comment below, and we would be more than happy to do that. If you have a video request, let me know, and we'll make a video for you.